Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second podcast. My name's Ollie. I'm here with Paul.
Hey guys, how's it going?
No, Tom. He won't reply back to my
Oh dear.
messages. But I think he's dead, so it's alright. It's fine. Anyway, how are you, Paul?
I'm fine. How's you, Ollie? How's you
I'm
doing?
good. I'm good. Right, we're gonna talk
Good.
about some game stuff.
We are. Yes, indeed. That is what we are here to talk
Yes.
about.
Right
So
then,
let's do it.
what we're going to talk about today. We're talking everybody's gone to the Rapture, which Paul's going to be reviewing. Also, a
Yes.
little update on Twitch Plays Dark Souls.
Yes.
I'm going to be reviewing my new webcam and
Yes.
Crackdown. Crackdown, the third Crackdown showed off their physics. I think it was,
Ah.
the other day, and it's really cool. It's an Xbox One exclusive. Should we just start with this? Just start.
Go
with
on
this?
then. Let's
Well,
start with
you
that.
know, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I never played I'm gonna make a confession here. I never played any of the Crackdown games because this was before I actually acquired an Xbox 360. Because
Yeah.
unfortunately, I am by law I wouldn't say Sony fanboy, but I've always had Sony. So I've
Yeah.
had PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable. I got a PlayStation 3. Now, of course, Crackdown games were Microsoft exclusive.
Yes.
They're on Xbox and PC. So I've not really got to
I
play
don't
them.
think they were on PC. Were they?
Yeah,
I don't know
no.
if they were on PC, but I remember playing the first Crackdown because it was free on Xbox
Yeah.
for like a week, and I thought I'd give it a go. It was alright. I didn't play it too much, but
No.
the third Crackdown, the way it works with the whole new physics, the world is 100% destructible,
Yeah.
which is really cool. That's very Red Faction Guerrilla. I don't know if you know that. You know
Ah, I
the
remember
whole
Red Faction.
the Guerrilla had all the destroyable everything basically.
Yeah.
But there's this. Destruction uses and stuff like that uses a lot of memory.
Yeah.
And the way the Xbox does it, it will use as much memory as it can from the Xbox. Then it will get memory from the cloud
Right,
in the
right.
sky, the cloud in the sky,
Oh,
and
they love Cloud.
and just use that and keep making these cloud servers. So I think that's the way it works. Something
Oh, right.
along those lines.
Oh.
But I did see some gameplay just about 10 minutes ago. It did look really cool. So he had I think it was like 4 friends, and they were all stood on top of this building, and he was shooting the base, and it was all blown up, and there was these wing type things that came off the side of the building, and the whole building fell down and hit another building, and
Nice.
that completely wiped out. Nothing like despawned. No
Oh,
rubble
yes.
despawned. It was
Yeah.
all there, and it was all like interactable. You could, jump over it and stand on it and move it out of the way and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it fell, and they were like running around in this falling over building. It was really cool. But my concern is, Paul,
Yes.
what if you're playing offline? It can't connect to cloud.
Ah, yes. Is there a single player on this one, or is this one
Yeah,
more...
it's single player. So if you are if connected to the internet, it will use the cloud. But I don't know how it's if you're not connected to the internet, how it's going to use the cloud. That's something we're just going to have to see. I mean, I don't even own an Xbox One. I'd like to play that. I think just for the destruction.
I think I'd like to have a play of that. I mean, the only thing I know about Crackdown series, I mean, it was started by, I think, some of the original developers of the original Grand Theft Auto games, DMA Design, before
Yeah.
they turned into Rockstar. I know it's by 2 of the people, or 1 of the people from that.
Yeah.
And I know it's like a battle game, and it does look, it looks really cool. The first one got really good reviews. The second one kind of was divisive amongst
Yeah.
people, but it was still good. But this new one does look really, really cool. I may not get to play it because I'm a PS4 only. I am maybe considering getting an Xbox One probably in the near future because I ended up getting a 360 about 2 years after getting a PS3 because of Fable and Alan Wake and Splinter Cell, all the titles I was missing out on PS3.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll get to play it at some point or try at least a demo. Well, I might try a demo if it's because I'm going to Play Expo, which is in Manchester in October. So which is all the video games
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
display. So if they've got a playable version there or beta or something, hopefully I'll
That's
get
really
to
cool.
try it there. So that'd be cool. So, yeah.
It does look good. The first Crackdown was, I didn't enjoy it too much.
No.
It was free, but it wasn't really
Yeah.
my type of game. But that does look really cool, just for the destruction. I don't think I'll be playing it for the story or anything like that.
No.
Anyway,
No.
we did do our little thing. Paul, what have you been playing this week?
Ah, right. Well, I've been playing the eagerly anticipated. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Now, this
Ooh.
is.
No,
Ooh.
I've got some stern words with that game. I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
yeah.
express my opinion soon.
Well, as I say, I'm just give a brief background on this. This is by a developer called the Chinese Room. They're a UK-based developer. They've worked on other titles. I think they've worked on Dear Esther, something else. They've mainly known for doing PC games. This is their first console
They did Amnesia, didn't
exclusive.
they? Amnesia,
That's right,
Amnesia.
Amnesia. That's it. I
Yeah,
was trying to
Amnesia.
think of what that was. This is their first console exclusive. It's only on the PlayStation 4 at the moment. I
It
don't
looks
know if
beautiful. Okay,
it is
it
beautiful.
looks
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
it is absolutely beautiful. You can't fault on that. Basically, it's an exploration game.
Walking simulator.
Yeah, walking simulator. If you
Now,
like, not
I,
to find a word.
I got some stuff. I got some words saying that. It's
Yes.
I don't like the term walking simulator because
Mm.
it's a story game, isn't it? You're supposed to
Yeah,
listen to these stories.
yeah.
Dear Esther made me fall asleep, and
Ah,
you think I'm joking on that?
no.
I was playing it quite a while ago. Anyway, it's you're just walking around and you're listening to this guy. He had a very nice voice,
Mm.
and I just felt my head like nod. I was like, okay, I think I'm falling asleep. I think it looked really nice. I mean, it was very nice, and it was very high frame rate, and it just felt it felt good to play. Anyway, I was going along, and I must have woke up about 40 minutes later,
Oh
something like
dear.
that, and the game was still on.
Oh
Anyway,
dear.
um, I don't like those type of games where you just walk around and listen to a story or listen
Ah.
to stories. I mean, it just look as graphically, it's very nice. Um,
Yes.
I think they should do more stuff with the graphical fidelity that
Yeah, I fear
made
then you
there.
may not be sold on this game because it pretty much is a walk. There is no action. Let's get this out
Yeah.
there. There's no action, so it's you are walking along. It's story driven. You are basically in this English village called Yorton or Yofton, however it's Shropshire. It's a fictional
Yeah.
village. You're finding out what's happened to this village. It's the post-apocalyptic. There's nobody else around, so you walk around this stranded village, exploring like pubs and
Yeah.
people's houses and everything like that. And it is story driven. You follow these orbs around the village,
Oh
and
yeah. Yeah.
when you approach them, you get to see like kind of flashbacks of people
Yeah.
from the
Now
village, kind of thing.
I do like story games. The Walking
Mm,
Dead was really good. I mean,
yeah,
stuff like that. But I'd rather be in the story, like The Walking Dead,
yeah.
than just listening to pieces of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I mean, the other thing hurt me because I'll be honest, this won't be everybody's cup of tea, if,
Yeah,
as you say,
yeah,
the kind of game. It's a very it's a very vanilla game. Marmite game, I should say. You're either gonna love it, you're gonna hate it.
yeah,
Me personally, I loved it because I was involved with the story and I just couldn't stop playing it. I just wanted to know what actually happened to these people. I actually
yeah.
cared because the acting is brilliant. It's the
Oh
best
yeah,
acting
yeah,
we've seen in a
yeah,
game
yeah.
in a while. And I just progressed till I did finally complete it not long ago, and I think I need to replay it through again because I may have missed something. The ending is a bit confusing. I may have missed something, but I enjoyed it. But it is not going to be for everybody because there's literally no action. You're not
Yeah.
going around shooting. You're just opening doors
I
or
mean,
mini videos.
people
It's
may argue with me and say like, "Oh, you only like action games," and But I
mm,
like The Walking Dead. That wasn't always action. There was times in that that were so
yeah.
slow and very sad.
It was, but you were you felt more involved because you were making
Yeah,
choices in
definitely.
that
Yeah,
one. This was very linear. You're following a story. You don't make choices. You're
yeah.
just investigating what's happened. But I liked it. But it won't be to everyone's taste. But I recommend it. I mean, graphically, it's
I
amazing. The
mean,
graphic is great.
saying it's exclusive, why was it not in
Mm.
60 frames? I mean,
Good point. Good point.
it was in like 30, and it was bouncing around between 30 and 50-ish. But
Yeah.
if it was an exclusive, I think all exclusives should be in 60 frames.
Well, the only developer seems to be taking note of that is Naughty Dog because they've got Uncharted
Now, I was
collection
watching
coming
the
up.
trailer
Mm.
and was watching gameplay, the comparisons between the PS4 and the PS3.
Hmm.
Some cases in gameplay, the PS3 looks better, and I don't know why.
Ah,
My mind was
interesting.
my eyes were like, why does PS3 look a
Ah,
little bit better? In most cases, PS4 obviously look better because it's
yeah,
a higher frame rate. It's a higher. I think it must be a higher resolution.
yeah, yeah.
Right, I never got into the Uncharted games. I think we discussed this last week, didn't we?
We did.
We must have done because we got into Naughty Dog. But I didn't like Uncharted. I didn't like Uncharted 1. I didn't play 2. I
Mm.
got 2. I never played 2.
Oh, it's the best one apparently. Well,
Yeah.
it is the better out of the sequels. Three was good. Three was very good. Probably not as good as number two, and three did leave a lot of things open, and it didn't explain a lot of things. But
Well,
they
yeah,
are
four.
good games. They are
Yeah.
very good games. But everybody's gone to the Rapture. As I say, very good game. Won't be to everyone's taste, but I got totally immersed into the game storyline, and I loved it. I'm going to replay through it again. But as I say, it's. I mean, I would give it an 8 out of 10. It's not going to be to everyone's taste because
Yeah.
you literally following story. There's no action, no killing, no choosing. But I loved it, and yeah, I think it's for me anyway. After Witcher 3, best game of the year so far. It's
Yeah.
a big high praise, but and we've still got many more to come, like down the line.
Also,
So
we're gonna have a Fallout. We have to have a Fallout themed podcast just because
that's happening.
I'm gonna
That's
change the intro music. We're gonna change the outro
Mhm.
music.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Well, hopefully I can get into it. 'Cause obviously, we know I didn't get into Fallout 3. I'm a very alternate, different person. Don't like everything.
I'm surprised you didn't get into Fallout.
I am too.
Yeah, because the gun combat. I mean, this one, admittedly, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, great games as they are, if you look at them, if you don't look at the RPG element, because they are RPGs, but as
I like
first-person
RPGs.
shooters, they're not good first-person shooters. Now, this has been improved in Fallout 4. The gun combat is a lot
Oh yeah,
better.
yeah.
So I think you may appreciate this one a bit better
I will.
because you're a Counter-Strike nut and you're
Yeah,
into
right.
all
Ever
that.
since I started playing Counter Strike, my view on games has just completely changed,
Mm.
and I wouldn't say for the better because I think if I didn't start playing Counter Strike, I think I'd enjoy different games like Fallout more.
Yeah.
Just because I wouldn't have this because I play Counter Strike a lot. I've played over 500 hours on my account.
Wow.
Send help, please.
I will. I'm working on it.
I've had it for about a year and a half, I think, ish, and I played
Yeah.
it quite a bit when I didn't play competitive, but I play competitive now at a very poor level because I'm great at the game.
Oh, bragger.
But I think if I didn't start playing that, I'd appreciate and enjoy games more.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah, it's very strange, that one. Anyway,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
into the Rapture. I would have liked to see it on PC just because of the Oculus Rift support could have been really cool. Just
Yeah.
because it's so the graphics just look outstanding, really, and Oculus Rift support would just put that up another level, and it was but
There's a possibility. I mean, it's still early days for these VR headsets. They all seem to be coming out next year. There's like three
Yeah.
I know of. There's Project Morpheus, Oculus Rift, like you said, and there's one from HTC. I can't remember the name of it, but they've got one.
isn't Steam
Yeah.
doing one?
I think, yeah, it might be that one actually. The HTC one might be the Steam one.
Oh
So,
yeah.
but yeah, so it's a possibility. I think, because it's going to be one of them where it's going to take a while to get going, and then they'll start support like the PlayStation Move and the Kinect. Certain games will add an additional option to use it as like a special feature.
You could use the Kinect with Skyrim, couldn't you? I remember that.
You could, yes.
It never worked, but I remember that.
No, yeah, because apparently, well, the interesting thing I heard, I don't know if this was actually implemented in South Park: The Stick of Truth. They were going to
Another game I
implement the
didn't
use
get
of it in
into.
that. Oh, that's a great game. I loved it. But they were going to have Kinect support for that, where you could just shout insults at Cartman or something, and he would respond. But I don't think it was actually implemented into the final build. But it's a random little feature. But
Yeah, you could like shout for Stradar in Skyrim, but it never really worked. And I think I'd rather press a button than scream.
yeah. Well, it's one of them. I can't imagine playing any of the Fallout games using like the voice command or motion controls because I don't know.
I think they're a bit of a gimmick type thing, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people say, "Oh, the Kinect for the Xbox is so helpful and useful," and I'd rather just go and press on the icon than say Xbox launch Netflix. I mean, I've got my Windows 10. Also, last week I said I got a problem with Windows 10. I fixed it. It's all good now. Hey, but there's a little thing called Cortana. I've just clicked on that. Please don't make a noise because it'll record it. Cortana, you can tell her she's like the Xbox basically. You can say launch Netflix or launch so on and so forth, or you could speak to her. I haven't used her properly. I haven't. You can ask her to search stuff in your computer, to find certain files. I just search it myself. I just type it up. And I've never really asked her to open a file or open a program because I just do it myself. They're quite gimmicky, and I feel Fallout 4's Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that will be, because I don't imagine me using it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you mean because I'm as I say, I'm getting the collector's edition with the Pip-Boy, and
I mean, you're lucky you pre-ordered it. I mean,
very fortunate.
I was like, I'll just give it a few weeks, and
No,
we're not making them anymore. Like,
not making them
thank
anymore. You missed them. No, but I see. I think I'll use it probably just very briefly, the second screen experience, but then I'll probably put it down. I'll put it package it away and just leave it. And because it just, I don't know.
I don't imagine myself sitting down and going, right, put my Pip-Boy on. I just want to press play and start playing.
Yeah.
And looking down and then readjusting your eyes and then thinking, okay, right, I've got to press. Instead of just pressing a button on your controller and then going over to your inventory. I mean, very good idea. I mean, I see why you did it. I mean, everyone at E3 was loving it, and I think that was great. I like to see the crowd's reaction. Also, the E3 presentation, Todd Howard, fuck me, he did such a good job.
Oh yeah, that guy knows to sell things.
Yeah, he's like my David Cage. He's replaced David Cage in my mind.
I knew we were going to get to that guy at some point. Where was he at E3?
Yeah. Probably, I don't know, drinking a bit of wine, having a few frogs and stuff.
No stereotyping on this show, I've noticed.
Of course not, why not? But he really sold it. I think if anyone else did the Fallout, it just wouldn't. The Fallout 4 presentation, I just don't think it would be as good. I mean, Todd Howard, he's very good. Because I was playing Bioshock. Paul recommended Bioshock to me. I gave myself motion sickness, laid downstairs, and thought, I'll watch the E3 presentation again. And
that brought you out of the sickness. That's quite interesting. All the blood and gore that was shown in the Fallout 4 gameplay footage.
The whole you put your name in and it's said in dialogue. Do you like that? Do you like the speaking in dialogue?
I like the dialogue, but this is very interesting. This is what I'm going to come to. With Fallout 4, because all the previous Fallout games, your character's never been voiced, and it immersed you more. It immersed you more in the game. This one, they're experimenting. Your character, male or female, they will be voiced. Now, I don't know how to feel about that. It could work. I trust Bethesda. They know what they're doing. But
I think I prefer it because in Skyrim, I just don't like no voices. Dishonored, one of my favourite games. I adore Dishonored, that game.
Great game.
But then the whole no voice thing was just a bit. Because, the first scene. It's not really a spoiler, but Empress is killed, and then they're like, why can't all the guards are crowding around? He's like, what have you done? Why can't you just take his mask off and go, listen, guys, all right, before you start blaming me, look on that rooftop over there. Do you see those guys just taking away your? It's the whole voice. It just.
I don't know. It works in some games, but with like Fallout, because whenever I play Fallout, and I don't have to say anybody else, I'm immersed. I feel like this is a character I've made. I've given my name. It's me. I imagine I'm speaking these dialogue choices using my voice. Whereas now I've got a voice character, I feel like I shouldn't create this character modeled on me and base him on call him me, because I feel like I'm playing as somebody else. It's a bit. It could work, I think, because Todd Howard had said they've done this to make the story more personal, more emotional. It'll add to the emotions, and it may work.
Cage emotions.
Yeah.
David Cage emotions.
The Cage emotion. Well,
David Cage emotions.
Reaches them limits, then we're all doomed. But no, it could work. I mean, it's been very controversial amongst the hardcore Fallout fans, but it could work.
I mean,
hopefully.
I think I like it because just because you can hear your character talk for once.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are impressed with that, but it's one of my many concerns. My other concern is we kind of got on track because I know we'll explain this in the actual Fallout podcast. The story,
Yeah.
very briefly, I won't go too much detail on this because we're covering Fallout another time. But very briefly, the storyline is the story begins before the bombs fall in the future. I think it's 2027. You escape. You're running to the Vault Tech Vault. You've secured a place for you and your family.
Yeah.
Now, and then the game, because they didn't reveal too much, but your character,
yeah.
whether it's the wife or the husband, you emerge 200 years later as the sole survivor of this vault. Now, I don't want this to happen, but there's been theories. There's somebody at my work, and he has been doing my head in with this. He believes you're going to play as a replicant, Blade Runner, as like a synthetic. I don't want that because you've always been a human character in Fallout. He believes it's going to be replicant because it would explain the 200 years later and him coming out. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I hope it's not true.
I trust Bethesda. I trust Bethesda to do their game right.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
This is the way they're going. Skyrim was immersive, very immersive. I think it would be more immersive if you could hear your character's voice. But when I first played it on the Xbox 360, I could play it for absolutely hours and just drag myself through it. I can't play it on the PC now for very long, even with mods and stuff like that. I just can't get the same motion because I've already played it, And I must have played it for, well over 150 hours,
Yeah.
And just really got invested in it, and then I just can't go back to it. I don't know why.
That's interesting.
Mine's the same with Sims and Sims 3 and Sims 4. You can't go back to Sims 3 even though it's better, but because of the graphics.
I think it is. Oh, really?
Yeah.
See,
she doesn't like the graphics.
Not sound bad, but she is a bit of a, and I don't mean this in a bad way, and I apologize to you listeners. She's a graphics whore. She's admitted this herself. It's a horrible word to use because I hate that word, but no, she is.
You graphics whore.
Graphics whore. But she's a, to me, the graphics don't matter if it's a really good storyline and gameplay and everything, but the graphics really make a difference to her, and I think that kind of can ruin things in a way, because Sims 3, I agree with you, Sims 3 is the better out of the two. I've had a brief play of Sims 4, and I was like,
I do like Sims 4, it's just its whole cleanness and the whole UI and stuff like that. I think the UI on Sims 3 was a bit more complicated and a bit more cluttered. Graphics are obviously better, but there's more content in Sims 3 because obviously EA happened.
Oh
thought,
god, yeah.
What we'll strip Sims 4 and we'll sell it off as DLCs.
Like a swimming pool. When you get a swimming pool, you had to pay extra or wait for the extra downloadable content. I mean, I don't understand that.
Yeah, that was a bit of controversy at the start of the release. Anyway, we got off track so much.
Yes, we have.
The professional.
Oh, we are. Yeah, absolutely. So we've covered everybody's gone to the Rapture.
Anyway.
So that's covered.
Yes.
So what should we cover next? Webcam. You want to do webcam?
Yes, webcam. I got a £50 PC World voucher card thing. 50%, £50 off something.
Cool.
Anyway, go to PC World. Obviously, as you do. I don't like PC World as a shop. I don't like the staff. I don't like the supply. The stock is just a bit lackluster. I do prefer. Is it Maplin?
Oh god, Maplin. Yeah.
Oh, they're good. They're very good. Anyway, back on track. I'm looking around, and I see the Logitech C920 is 50% off, and I could not say no because the webcam I had before that, it broke, and I had to get a little temporary one, and it was awful for streaming. So I got this new one, and it's just top form. It's I'm gonna speak through it now. Just talk you through it all. It's 1080p. Very nice.
That is nice.
Obviously, on the box they have it's Logitech, so you're going to get nice boxing. You're going to get really good build quality, and this is what you get here. Obviously, the box has all the buzzwords and stuff like that. The whole 1080p Skype, all these different features on the box. Anyway, it feels heavy, which is good for your wires, because if your wires move, your webcam's not going to move because it's too heavy, which is nice. Has a tripod mount. I've actually got mine on a tripod right now. I'm just staring at it. So When I move my table, I'm going to move my table for you now. I just moved it a little bit. My monitor shakes a bit, and if I have my webcam on my monitor, it will shake the webcam as well. And I stream a lot and stuff like that. I don't want that. So I've got it on a tripod now. It's in a better position, and I can really choose where I want it to be.
Yeah.
Quality is just top form. Just really good. Audio quality is shite, but it is a webcam. You gotta, you know, I've got a Blue Yeti right in front of me here. Obviously, audio quality is bad because it is a webcam and it's meant for video.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to get into YouTube or streaming or anything like that, this is definitely, for video quality, the best one to go with. It is, I think, let me go on their website right now, just really quickly. Let's type in C920. Did I say 30 earlier?
I'm not sure. You 30 or 20?
It's C920. I might have said 30 earlier.
Yeah.
Let me go on their website. Let's go on Amazon because, you know, common one. It's actually on sale on Amazon at the moment. It was £90.
Wow.
Which is quite a bit of money, so definitely get it when it's on sale.
Yeah, definitely.
You do save £47, which is really nice. Anyway, the best webcam I've had. I think it's one of the best webcams you can get. The C930 is out, and that's it's got higher field of view on the C930, and I think obviously just a little bit better. It's just a bit more expensive, but definitely go with the 920 because they're basically the same. You don't need that high FOV. Definitely if you're just, you know, sat at a table or sat on your sofa and you're recording yourself playing video games and wondering what you're doing with your life. But quality is really nice. Build quality, you know, it's Logitech. I've got a Logitech mouse. It is just, you know, Logitech are really good for build quality. I do enjoy their products. But definitely get it if you're looking into getting a new webcam or you're looking into getting into streaming or YouTube.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I'm really happy I got this 50% off though. I was gonna go with either a new monitor.
Yeah.
I've got an AOC, is that what it's called? Brand 1080p something odd. I want another one of these. But I didn't get one because it was £70 odd, and it's like, I don't know. So I went with this one because I just, you know, this webcam because I just had to. I just could not let it go. Anyway, it has tripod mount. So, you know, if you don't have a monitor, say you're recording yourself playing PS4, Paul's playing PS4, he's recording himself, he's got the webcam, but he has nowhere to put it, you know, pop it on a tripod. My little tripod, there's a little part inside where obviously it screws in. That fell out, and I had to really push it back in, but I haven't had any problems with it so far. Drivers were very easy to install, obviously install itself.
Yeah.
I just plugged it in and went. Box quality, very nice. I shouldn't be reviewing the box quality.
Hey, it's all about the box.
It is all about the box. It is really nice, really nice box. But if you're looking to go with something a bit cheaper, they have is it the C910? I think that's what it's called. C910. Oh, I don't know. Let me have a look on the Logitech website. This is so professional.
It's browsing the internet.
The C910 is at the moment £54 on Amazon, and I'm sure that is you know, if you're looking to go with something a bit cheaper. But I went with this one just because it was out of my PC world. But very good webcam. I'm going to rate it a very high 9.5. Had no problems with it so far. Obviously, I don't use it for audio, but I have tested it, and I wouldn't use it over my Blue Yeti. Sorry. But definitely pick it up if you're looking to get into streaming or YouTube. I mean, I've been saying that for a long time. But
nice.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
nice. Clap for Logitech. You've done a good job.
Yeah, excellent. Brilliant review. Let's see. One nice. Well, as I said, we'll cover something else. I mean, I'm not very much familiar with Destiny because now Destiny's an interesting one because I can understand the hype and the interest with it and the fascination and the the praise, but I'm not a fan. I've played Destiny. Have you played Destiny?
I must have played approximately about 3.3 seconds of it.
Oh right.
I don't like some of the gameplay I saw. Just didn't appeal to me. Obviously, I'm a Counter-Strike player, so you're gonna obviously jump at me with a knife and say, "You bastard. But I don't like Destiny. I don't know. I don't know why. The whole new expansion thing they've been talking about is just a bit, you know. But I don't like the gunplay. You know, it does look a bit. You know, I haven't played it, so I played. I've played a very, very small amount of it, but maybe my review is quite biased because I am a Counter-Strike player and I don't own a console. But
well, I don't know if I can review something like Destiny because to me, because it's by Bungie, the Halo developers, it just to me it's Halo in space.
Yeah.
Well, Halo was in space anyway, but it's like a silly thing. I shouldn't answer that. But it's like a Halo MMO.
Edit.
Now, edits that out. But to me, it's just a Halo MMO. And now there's a guy at work who loves Destiny. He completely disagrees with me. He sees it more as Borderlands meets World of Warcraft, which, yes, it is, but I can still see Halo because the characters look like the Spartans from Halo.
Yeah.
The environment looks like Halo. But I've played this game and I understand the interest with it, but it's just not my kind of thing. But anyway, there's a new expansion coming out.
The
Taken King, and I believe it's
September, isn't it?
September 15th, I believe. September 15th.
How much is that? I heard this could be completely shit, but at E3, I thought they were saying about £50, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, the price is, as usual, we're paying more over here. I think in the US and other places, like, it's $20, yeah, and here it's going to be like £40, $50, which, usual thing, we're getting ripped off, but that's Activision. Well, it's Activision and Bungie for you. And the thing that slays me as well, I read as well, because Red Bull are running a promotion tie-in with this Halo expansion, and they're going to lock off a certain quest.
Halo expansion.
Sorry, no,
Destiny.
Destiny Halo. See, I'm getting confused already.
Destiny Halo. What's
Destiny
the difference?
Halo. Same thing. Halo MMO. But anyway, they're blocking off one quest, and the only way you can actually access it is by getting these access codes that are going to be on the actual rings of the cans, the ring poles. So it's very, very typical market tie-in by Activision. Basically, I just see it as a money-making thing for Activision.
Activision. What isn't money-making with Activision?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to talk about the Rockstar editor with the consoles.
Oh, now this I'm really happy about because you, Ollie, are the ones because you've been experimenting with this, and we've talked about this. It's been it's been reminded me of that Lionhead game, the movies, which very underrated game. I really loved that game on the PC, and it's so underrated because you don't hear much about it. But anyway, Rockstar did a expansion, a mod, shall we say? Is it a mod or something? But they did this for the PC version of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh yeah, just like a little expansion. I suppose.
Yeah.
It didn't cost anything. It just came out with.
No. It was the latest.
I think it came out a few days after the release of the PC version because I don't remember using it on day one. Actually, no. Yes, I do. Because I had to. It was 60 gigabytes.
Yeah.
I left it downstairs, the computer downstairs, plugged into the router and to my TV, and I left it on all night because 60 gigs is a lot.
That's huge.
Through wireless, that's
Yeah. Hope it's not that much for the PS4. But
I wake up and it's Christmas Day basically. I run downstairs and I turn up and there's a black screen. I'm like, okay, wiggle the mouse around, obviously because the computer fell asleep because it's been on all night. Yeah. And I press play on GTA. It's got to install. I had to install another 300 meg update. Didn't take long. Went and got myself a cup of tea. Started playing. Did the first 2 missions. Is it the one with the first mission of Franklin's little driving mission?
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I started driving around. Hit a button by accident.
Yeah.
It said recording. I was like, oh, is this Rockstar? Yeah, get in. Anyway, I was driving around. Stopped recording. Went and edited it, had a little look at what you could do with it. Very cool stuff. But now it's come to the console, and I'm actually really happy about it.
I'm happy about that, because I was hoping, because I thought it would be a PC-only thing. I was like, oh, man. But now they've officially announced it's going to be on the next patch, and it's going to be this year. It'll be in the next few weeks, I reckon. If they've just announced it, they're saying it's coming very shortly, so it's going to be in the next few weeks. And I cannot wait, because I'm going to be using the hell out of that thing. I'm going to be making all these little films, because it reminds me of the movies. In the movies, in between running your studio, you can make your own little you make your own little films. Yeah. And I did so many little films on that, and it was great fun. And I can see it. it'll be interesting to see how it's going to work on the console. I think it'll work. I think it'll work.
It
It must
will
do.
work.
Yeah.
The first time I used it was with a controller, an Xbox
Ah.
360 controller.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit fiddly to start with, but you'll really get the hang of it. You
Yeah.
can make some great stuff. I still think if you're gonna make little films, use the PC version. Only not because I'm being biased or anything like that, but
Yeah.
there is mods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
There is that for the
I've
PC
got
guys.
a little menu that I can play animations.
Yeah.
So I can play an animation where he starts running because there's gunfire or whatever, and I can
Yeah.
record that animation, edit it up a bit, which you could try and do, I suppose, with the console version with NPCs and stuff. But I think the community of Rockstar editors and stuff like that is gonna just get bigger and bigger and bigger
Oh yeah.
because that's branched out to both the leading consoles, and
Yeah.
that's really gonna it's gonna generate a lot of content, user made content, and I love watching user made content. Some of the people on YouTube and stuff are just so creative.
They're
Very
really good.
inspirational, yeah.
They're really good. I'm looking forward to it because as of recently, I've really got back into GTA 5. I loved it
Yeah,
to
me
begin
too.
with when it came out. I've started replaying it. I'm only playing it offline. I don't play the online, but I've
I
been playing it
hate the
offline.
online.
You really, yeah, I'm a bit at odds with that one. But the offline, the story mode is amazing, and you just can't be the soundtrack for the PC and the next gen console versions. They added
Yeah.
more tracks. There's more songs than
I
the
love little
original
details
was.
like that. I mean,
Yeah.
Rockstar just
It's just
incredible
basic, isn't it?
developers,
Yeah,
aren't they?
it's like you could be driving down. It's like I was doing a mission a few nights ago. I think it was with Franklin. You're doing the assassination missions for Leicester,
Yeah, they're
and while I'm
brilliant, mate.
driving to my targets, I've got I've got Maroon 5 playing
Yeah.
on the radio. Moves like Jagger, and then after that, I'm listening to Starship.
Yeah.
We built the city, and
Yeah.
you just listen to the whole song. It's got the whole song on it.
Yeah.
I'll just park up before I get to the red marker so I can hear the rest of the song.
Yeah, really, it
It's amazing. Yeah, or
adds,
chasing someone.
adds to the atmosphere.
Yeah, you're just chasing someone, and you can be listening to just trying to think who else is in that game. Like Rock, you can listen to. Trying to bounce off. There's so many different. See, this is
Elton
how hard
John.
it is. There's so many different different tracks in there.
Yeah.
It's hard to think of one particular one.
I just listen to the rock radio.
Oh, the rock radio, because that's got some really like Stevie
Yeah,
Nicks. They
yeah,
have Stevie
yeah.
Nicks on there, and you can listen to that while driving, chasing somebody. You chase somebody up a bike, you can listen to a bit of Stevie Nicks, or maybe a little bit of Kanye West on one of the other stations, Dr. Dre. You
Yeah.
know, it's amazing. It's just absolutely. I mean, the game just. It's excellent because I loved Grand Theft Auto games. I do like them all, but some of them a bit. I was a bit worried this was going a bit more. It's just violent for the sake of it. But GTA 4 was good, but it was still more. And then Grand Theft Auto 5, I just loved it. I mean, okay, to me, I'm a bit prudish because I think it's still going a bit over the top with the whole language. It's just swearing to be,
Yeah.
oh, we can do it, and the violence is a bit over the top. But the actual games, they're entertaining. They're open
Yeah.
world. You can do whatever you want, and just. Yeah, this editor mode, I'm really looking forward to it. I cannot wait. It'll be interesting to see how
You
it
also
works.
get director mode,
Yeah,
which is where you can be any character.
that's cool. That's really cool.
PC version, what I did with my Adventures of Peter, the thing I made, the link is in the little description if I do remember doing that, to put that in. What I basically did is rendered it all.
Yeah.
What's called exported it all. Then in my own editing software, brought that video up and then put a bit of voiceover, did a bit of voiceover and put that. I'm actually currently working on a new Hitman.
Cool.
A new Hitman thing. I'm in. I was going to use a Hitman mod where you have a Hitman skin.
Yeah.
But then I thought I'd rather be creative because this mod was very difficult to install. I mean, it came with little instructions in this little file, and they were the most just so vague.
Yeah.
They were just so like that. I need more. I need more to go on. It's like delete files. Someone said I'd like. Anyway, I couldn't find any install video online.
Yeah.
But anyway, making this little Hitman thing, it's very difficult. I'm still shooting it. I might shoot some later tonight.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, forgot all the words.
Hmm.
There's
No.
a character in the high spec. When you get the director mode and stuff like that, you'll see
Yeah.
this. In the high spec section of mission characters, you'll see a Hitman looking guy, and
Yeah.
he looks like Hitman. I've used him instead. He doesn't have the barcode on the back of the head, but you know.
Mm.
And they're going to be doing like a cat and mouse type video, little film where two assassins are trying to kill each other basically. It's a lot of fun to
Yeah.
shoot, but yeah, I really can't wait till it comes to console because then we're going to have such a variety of stuff.
It's gonna be cool.
Content. It is really going to be cool. Someone made the Dark Knight, or remade the Dark Knight trailer.
Oh,
Basically,
excellent.
someone made a Joker skin mod for Trevor
Oh my god.
and a Batman skin mod for Franklin. And
Right.
they remade the Dark Knight trailer, and it is very good.
Oh, cool.
I really enjoyed it.
Oh.
But yeah, I can't wait to see what you make anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it'll be intriguing to see. I get my hands get to grips with it, but I am really looking forward to it because I've got back into my GTA 5 and it's going to be absolutely brilliant. Cannot
Yeah.
wait. Absolutely cannot wait. Gaming news. Now, I think I've not really any mood because I've going to be hopefully be doing movie reviews on these weekly shows, but I haven't really seen anything this week. So
That's
next week, I'm going to be seeing something. It may be Pixels, but I'm not looking forward to it. See, Pixels is the Adam Sandler one. Now, obviously, for obvious reasons, I want to go see it because it's video game characters attacking Earth. The aliens have misconstrued what we've. The basic storyline is, for anyone who doesn't know, apparently in the late 80s, we sent a package off to space, like Mars or somewhere, and it had contained inside what we humans found interesting, like to try and make peace with the aliens or something. And we put in there the Rubik's Cube,
Yeah.
the first lunar mission, like man stepping on the moon,
Yeah.
and then we put in Pac-Man and some video games, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Cubert, and of course the aliens have thought, what's the way
Yeah.
they're threatening war on us? Oh no, we can't have this. So the
Yeah.
aliens are coming to attack us in the form of Pac-Man, Space Invaders, and Donkey Kong. Of course, it's up to Adam Sandler and his usual motley crew. They're old expert arcade game players. They've grown up older and now they've been recruited to help out to defeat these characters from the games.
Yeah.
And now it could be good fun, but I am not an Adam Sandler fan, and I feel he's pooped on any other kind of genre of comedies, and he's gonna do some video games and just.
I
But-
don't think he's very funny. He was quite
No.
funny, but you know.
He used to be once upon a time, but he's lost it. His last good film was Big Daddy, but
Yeah.
apart from that, he's just no. But I'll probably go see that. If not that, it would be something else. Maybe Vacation, because that one looks like quite a laugh. The new one, which is like a kind of reboot of the National Lampoon's European Vacation and movies that had Chevy Chase. But we'll see. But no, maybe that the next time. But gaming news. Let me see now.
I'm just going to
Ollie.
interrupt you there really quickly.
Yeah, no, you go
Am
for
I-
it, dude.
Why does Max Payne Freeze Combat look quite similar to GTA 5's?
Well, Max Payne, I think, because 3 came out just before GTA 5. I think
Yes,
it
it
was
is.
maybe a test. I know it was a separate Rockstar
Yeah.
studio. I think it was Rockstar.
I don't know. I was just
Toronto.
thinking about when I did play it. It just felt very similar. But anyway, carrying on with what you were saying.
Oh, no, that's very, very interesting. No, go into that briefly. No, actually, it's interesting because Max Payne 3, they even said when GTA 5 was announced, it was in the making, they were going to convert the combat from Max Payne 3, the
Yeah.
actual
I mean,
perspective.
there's
and
nothing
stuff.
wrong with that. The combat, sorry, was very very good. I did enjoy the combat from Max Payne 3 and GTA
Yeah.
5.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like the first person combat in GTA 5. Only because
I've not tried it yet. And it's weird because it looks cool, and I know I can play that because I've got it on the PS4. It's
Yeah.
only in the next gen and the PC, but I've not actually played it on first person yet.
the
which is-
FOV is very low as default on the consoles and the PC, so I had to get a mod to bump it up, to an actual playable FOV.
Yeah.
Anyway, I still prefer third person because I can see over walls and I can
Yeah,
see.
me too.
Yeah,
I
you're just
mean-
very limited with first person.
Well, it's an interesting idea. I mean, good. Tops to them for thinking it, but it's weird. It's Grand Theft Auto is third person. It's like I couldn't imagine playing
Yeah,
Metal Gear Solid all the way through as a first person. I know
yeah,
you can have first person to look through his eyes to look around, but to play the whole game as a first person, it
yeah.
just wouldn't be the same. And the same with Grand Theft Auto. We're used to. I mean, the early ones were top down, the old
Yes, they
2D
were.
ones,
Yeah.
which is interesting, and then they went 3D and it was all third person. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's a gimmick thing. It's there as an add-on,
Well,
but
yeah,
yeah,
but it's good because the 360, the 360 and PS3 version was good. I mean, it was
yeah,
just
they're
third
awesome.
person. Yeah, it was just third person. But
Yeah,
then they announced it on the next gen consoles, and
yeah,
then they really made an effort, and
yeah.
they added more, and they didn't just like if Activision were to do that. I know what they did. They just copy and paste it, wouldn't they? They just copy
Oh
and
God,
paste it.
yeah,
They wouldn't add anything else. I mean, the graphics were high res and the frame rate was better,
yeah.
and there was more, there was a few more weapons, wasn't there? There was more
Yeah,
tracks.
that's
There was
right.
first person mode.
Yeah,
Um, I want to
there's,
say something about phone feature, but I don't know. My mind's gone blank. Anyway, and then the PC version came out, and you just think that that is the best. I wouldn't say it's a port because the
no,
PC version wasn't the port. The PC
no.
version, I think, was like just remade
Yeah,
properly, and that's the way all ports or PC versions should be. And I think they did such a good job with the PC version. I mean, if my little shit computer can run GTA 5, then yours can. You know,
yeah.
it's
Well, I think this is why it took us so long because, like, obviously it
yeah,
came out on
yeah.
PS3 and 360 first, and everybody was saying, "Well, where's the PC version? Where's the PC version?"
Oh
And we
yeah,
know
there's so
now
much. Yeah,
they'll have been working on that from the get-go, and that's why it took so long because it didn't come out at the same time. Like, obviously, the previous ones they've not taken as long to release a
yeah.
PC version of Grand Theft Auto. This one took a bit longer, like a year
Well,
to come out.
if GTA 4, well, if GTA 5 came out in, the way GTA 4 did, then there would have been a bloody problem because GTA
Mm,
4's PC version was so piss
not good.
poor. It was
Oh, that's a
yeah.
shame. Because I came out a few months afterwards. Because again, the consoles came out first, and
Yeah,
the
we did, yeah.
PC one. But no, they did a good job. It's a good job they took long. I mean, if we want to talk about not very good PC ports, going to Arkham Knight. I know we touched upon this
Can
before,
we
but
just not?
yeah, no,
Can
we
we just
shouldn't
not?
because it's depressing. It's depressing. I mean, don't worry, Ollie. They are working on the patch. Apparently, there's been
Working.
gaming news now. It's coming
The
out.
term working being used
Mm.
so loosely.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. Well, supposedly it is out. They're saying it's going to be out next month now. It was meant to be August, but it's slipped
I
to
don't.
September.
Well, they can promise the world, but they won't
Mm,
deliver. You know,
no. They,
GTA 5's PC version is the best PC version of a game I've ever seen.
yeah, lots of people are playing. I mean, that Davey, who's always on Meshka's
Yes.
channel, he plays the hell out of the online. He's always on the online mode when he's on
Yeah.
Meshka's
I
stream.
I don't like the online only
I can't get
because
into it. Well, you need to be a certain level to join in. I mean, you can go on the random jobs because on the PS4, I
yeah,
assume it's
to
the
actually
PC.
be able to do most stuff, you have to be over level, and then
Mm,
you're running around, and then you get blown up, and you just see a guy he's level 450, and you're level
yeah,
20, and you just think, what's the point? I
yeah, I'm
can
the
play
same.
in single player where I have a better experience because people are playing music down the mics. Um,
Yes. I was speaking. Well, it's weird because I the online mode. Yeah, okay, that's good, but I prefer the single player because, like you said, there's more to do. You can do the missions, or you
yeah,
can go and do one side stuff like play darts, play tennis, do yoga, just drive around, taking the
yeah.
sights. And the next gen ones, you can go and hunt wildlife, or you can actually. I don't know if this is true. I've heard this is true, but I've not done it yet, and I'm going to ask you about this. You can actually take some kind of drug or a seed,
Yes, yes, yes.
turns you into an animal.
Yes, peyote plants they're
That's
called,
the one.
and they're
Yeah,
dotted all around the map. And I want
yeah.
to do, when I get a better computer, I want to do a whole video, like Ollie's road trip or something, where we go around the whole map and just find these plants and other
Yeah.
animals, and just talk about stuff.
Mm,
That'd be really cool.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, you walk around and then you'll find these little hidden plants. You'll eat them. You'll fall over, and the screen will go all like, all different colours, and
Yeah.
shaking around and stuff. And then you'll turn into a bloody cat or something like that.
Nice. Excellent.
Um, Very cool stuff, actually.
That is
I do
cool.
like the animals. You can use the animals in director mode also.
Oh, brilliant! I was going to ask about that.
I
That's
have to
cool.
unlock them first.
Oh, you have to
So,
unlock them,
so
right?
I'd get doing that, guys, if before the release.
Mm,
I did, just for director mode, install a 100% save game.
yeah.
Just because I can, and I needed to, I need some animals, and I didn't want to go unlock them, spend my time doing that because I had a busy day. Needed to shoot as soon as possible. But yeah, I found also you PC director mode modders. I found a very cool mod. Yeah, I've got to give credit to the guy. So let me just go get it up because it is just brilliant. If I could spell, that'd be nice. Scene director. It's a mod for the PC version.
Yeah.
Where you can clone your character. I had to do this with my on my newest video, the Hitman one. Do you know the apartment online?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can actually go in there. You can. I got a mod where I can no clip. I no clipped up into there, and it starts off with Hitman walking around in this apartment. And
Yeah.
he pulls up his phone while standing next to the window, and then suddenly someone's shooting at him with a sniper.
Oh.
And I had to spawn. I had to create another model of myself, standing next to the window, and then no clip outside, go onto a building, and then shoot at my little model I've just made with a sniper.
Oh.
And this is really cool. You can spawn people in cars, and you can order them to drive to certain places, or
Yeah.
helicopters, and you can tell them to fly to different places, or people just make them walk to different places. Haven't learned all the controls yet, but very cool stuff. It's made by a creator called Elswat. Very strange.
Elswat.
Yeah.
Or Elswat.
Elswat,
Right, okay.
yeah. Scene
Elswat.
director, go have a look at it. Very cool, very helpful if you're going to make films and stuff. I'd like to see those kind of mods, helpful mods like that in the Xbox version. Are you eating, Paul?
I'm discreetly trying to get an M&M out of the bag. Obviously, didn't work because it was overheard. It's a little harder than I thought. I thought I'd be able to do it all solid snake.
Discreetly,
But no,
really
failed.
discreetly.
Yeah, it didn't work. This is why I would never be good at a Metal Gear Solid environment because it sussed me out. But no,
Should we have a little conversation about Oreos really quickly?
go on then.
Asta
Random, but let's go for
Asta stopped doing the 50p Oreos.
That's shameful. That's
It is.
disappointing.
No, I went today and I was looking around and I saw I went in the Oreo aisle, the only aisle basically in my mind, and I look down. I see vanilla Oreos, my favourite type, £1.08, and I think, oh, you joking? Anyway, I'm looking.
Oh dear.
I'm looking around. I'm basically, I'm depressed. I mean, the sad music playing. It's in black and white, and I'm crying. And I look back behind me, and I see Oreo double stuffed 50p. The double stuffed are so cool. They're very nice, very sweet, very sugary. But I do prefer the vanilla ones to the double stuff. And shoot me if you want. I don't care. But I don't know. It's just because I'm used to the vanilla ones more. I do like the chocolate. Chocolate are very nice.
Oh, chocolate's my kryptonite, so that's me sold on that.
Do you like them with milk, Paul?
No, strangely, I don't eat them with milk. I know that's the way you're supposed to eat them, but I don't actually do that. I'm very much a standalone guy with Oreos.
So dry. They're too dry for me. I like it all,
You like them soggy in the milk. Well, do you do the thing where you unscrew them and it sounds weird? Unscrew them and like eat them, no, you screw them and lick them, don't you?
Yeah, and
that's
then you
what they
put
do.
them together, and then you dunk them. I don't see the appeal in that. I just take them out
No.
of the packet, dunk it, and eat it.
I just leave them all as one. I never unscrew them as the same.
I've unscrewed them to eat just a little bit of the biscuit. Just because you do that when you're addicted, But anyway, are you gonna be getting the Uncharted trilogy?
Yes, I
Remaster?
really want the Uncharted trilogy because I used to have all three games on the PS3, but have since traded them in a long time ago. But they are terrific games. Naughty Dog, I can't even think of a really bad game like Rockstar.
I don't think they've made a bad game.
They haven't made a bad game like Rockstar. You've got the Crash Bandicoot series, which are classics, and then you've got The Last of Us, Say No More, and the Uncharted games are all great. I mean,
Naughty Dog, you're gonna fuck up one day, and we're all gonna be watching.
Yes, it's
Okay,
worrying. Yeah,
there's
it's
no
like,
way you
well,
can carry on this
well, we keep saying this
charade.
about Rockstar, don't we? I'm sure. Well, I've said this about Rockstar, but they've not had a bad game yet. Even if they've had a game which has not been super duper, it's not been a complete flop. I mean,
Yeah.
even Rockstar Presents Table Tennis was a great game. Strange choice for them, but it
Yeah.
was a really good game. You couldn't even dump on that.
Anyway,
And like, you know, but
yeah. What do you
no,
think of the Zombie U?
oh yeah, this has come out on the. Is it PC as well?
It is PC. I'm looking at it right now on Steam. It is consoles as well. It's 30
Yeah.
frames a second on consoles, which is quite strange, saying it's all just greyish.
Yeah, well, this was a Wii U title because it
was, yeah.
used
It's on the
the pad, gamepad, made
Very
good
cool,
use
yeah.
of that. So I don't know how it's going to work on the normal. Apparently, it's had okay reviews.
Yeah.
I never played it on the Wii U. I've got a friend who he got a Wii U at launch and he had Zombie U. He's a big zombie nut. He loves Walking Dead and stuff like that. And
Yes.
he liked it. And I think he's repurchased the Xbox One. He's got an Xbox One. He's got the Xbox One version and. He recommends it, but I've never played it. It looks similar to Dying Light to me. That's not a bad game. I don't even play that one.
I have played that one, but it felt very. Oof, I don't know how to put it. It was very repetitive.
Yeah, it's basically Mirror's Edge meets
Yeah, you did
Walking
feel
Dead
like a
in a
bit
way.
of an errand boy, and
Yeah,
you felt like that in GTA 4 as well. Nico, go
He-
here. Nico, kill these guys. Nico, come back to me. Nico,
he
go
was.
here. Nico, kill
He
these
was.
guys.
That
Nico, come
that is
back.
what he was doing. Yeah, he was. Actually, that's a good point. He was. Compared to the characters we got in GTA 5, Nico was just like GTA 3's character, and to some extent San Andreas. Well, no, GTA 3's character was a silent. He wasn't voiced. He was a
Yeah.
silent person. You didn't even find out his name until San Andreas. His name was Claude Speed.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was some protagonist. But you're right, GTA 4, you were an errand boy,
Yeah.
pretty much, really.
But yeah, Dying Light, I don't know, I just didn't. The parkour was really good. I mean,
That was cool. That's very Mirror's Edge, because Mirror's Edge was very much like that. But I'm not. I need to check out this zombie, as it's called, without the E.
yeah.
But I don't know how it worked without it, because it was a Wii U title, and of course they
Yeah,
thought,
yeah.
well, we need to get it out there to more people.
That's a
kind
good
of thing.
idea. Why not?
Yeah.
It's not armor that's spinning, I suppose.
No, I'll consider it. I don't know if I'll. If
You
it
know
comes
what-
down in price.
You know what we didn't say? I said, so Paul, what you've been playing this week, and we didn't say what I've been playing this week.
Oh,
About an hour
sugar.
ago.
Yes.
It's alright,
Okay.
it's
Well,
fine,
no.
it's
Let's
fine.
do that now. What have you been
Yeah,
playing this
I've
week?
been playing a lot of Rocket League. I've finally
Good
clocked
old
up
Rocket League.
to 75 hours.
Mm.
Please help me. I'm really enjoying it though. Very good game. I'd like to see user-created maps.
Yeah.
You can create maps in GTA 5, can't you? You could create races.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
deathmatch.
forgot about that.
That's a lot of fun. I made a deathmatch on a roof on this apartment, and it had different, parts of it, and you'd spawn in different places, and there's a lot to do. There's a lot to interact with, like barrels and explosive barrels. Anyway, I'd like to see that in Rocket League. People making user-created arenas,
Yeah.
and is it the antennas or aerials? What they're called?
Oh, yeah. The antennas. Don't they?
Yeah,
Call
I'd
them
like to
antennas,
see
don't they?
make your own antenna.
Yeah, that'd be
That'd be
interesting.
really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't even see your antenna whilst you're playing.
Well, it's funny because you get it and you think, oh, that's really cool. But no, if
Yeah.
you're too busy playing it, you're too busy to notice it. I'm like, I've got the American flag on mine. It's pretty cool, but I don't pay much attention.
got
I was actually
Twitch.
playing a little bit of that earlier on,
Yeah.
Rocket League. And you know what's really bothering me about Rocket League at the moment? It's the amount of people who, when they're losing, they'll forfeit. It might be them doing it, or it might be a dodgy connection, but it kind of really ticks me off. I mean, you get the point, which is great, but still really ticks me off how I like it. It's like, oh, really? You're quitting because you're losing?
Yeah.
Or it could be a dodgy connection, but sometimes it's because they're losing
I
and
mean,
they're sort of losers.
if it's a 1v1 situation,
Which it is with me. That's how I'm playing at the moment, because I'm
Yeah.
still trying to get
if
to
it's a
grips
1v1
with it.
situation and they leave because you're winning, I don't see the problem with that because you win the round, you win the game anyway.
Yeah.
If they leave and you're playing with someone else, let's say it's 2v2 and they score and your teammate leaves, that's really annoying.
Yes.
But I don't think that, you know, if it's a 1v1 situation and they leave, then if it's 2v2, 3v3 or 4v4 and they leave, they should have some sort of penalty.
Yeah, and when they're doing penalties for certain players, or am I thinking of a different game? I thought this was implemented in Rocket League. I might be thinking of a different game. I'm sure there was something where if they left a game midway through, it would take away some points from them or
CS:GO,
like
if you leave in competitive and you get a ban.
That might be what I'm thinking of, or
Yeah.
something else.
But, you know, I do think that players should be banned if you're playing 2v2, 3v3 or 4v4.
Yeah.
1v1 I think it's fine because if they leave, then you've just won anyway, and then you go to a different game.
Yeah.
But God, that game is fun.
It is a really good. I'm surprised I've got so into it. I mean, I really did not think it'd be my kind of game, but it's
got a brilliant idea. Sorry. What we're gonna do?
Yes.
At the end of the year.
Yes.
Near the end of the year, whatever Friday is, close to the end of the year. We're gonna have an award for the best game, an award ceremony for the best games and the worst games.
That's a great idea, and I'm thinking, well, that's going to be interesting because at the moment, I hope it's going to change. Witcher 3 is Game of the Year for me. I'm hoping a certain Bethesda title is going to.
I wonder what Bethesda title that is you're talking about.
I don't know. No, it could be something regarding the post-apocalypse. I don't know. But whatever this game may be, I mean, who knows? We may be surprised an Assassin's Creed Syndicate might take the title. I highly doubt it, but stranger things have happened.
Isn't it amazing how Ubisoft are delaying
The Division.
The Division, and but they'll ship any old shit though. Unity.
Assassin's Creed,
they could have delayed that and worked on it. But then they just shift it out the window. I think they've learned from their mistakes, so they're trying to gradually build their way back up to a place where we trust them again. Because I think after Unity, you can't really trust a developer like that is willing to, ship something. And I think Warner Brothers are in the same boat now. That and Rocksteady, are willing to ship something so broken and just not playable.
Well, they peed me off because number one, the game was a disappointment anyway. I will have to explain a bit more about that some other time, but it peed me off because the game was a huge. I think that's going to get award for biggest disappointment of 2015 for me. Yeah. Huge, but it's the fact that they never said it was outsourced to another studio until it came back that it was all buggy. Oh, but we didn't do it. It was outsourced to Iron Galaxy.
That's not an excuse, though, guys.
No. Why did they do that? I don't understand.
Not an excuse, guys. Come on.
Well, I just don't understand it. I mean, they concentrate on. I understand they concentrate more on the console because the money was more in the console market for them games. But why do that for the PC? It just didn't make sense when they said that. Because if you look at all the promotional material running up to the game's release, nowhere at all did it say PC version by something Galaxy, whoever it is, and then to say they only came out with it when the game was put as buggy as hell, and it's like, it was only tested by about 3 or 4 people, different studios, 12 people, exactly. And apparently there's still rumors that Warner Bros. Knew it was buggy as hell, and they still decided to release it. And it's like, it just baffles the mind why they would do that.
Also, I have brought some rather collective items, I suppose. I brought a copy of Silent Hill 2 for the original Xbox.
Ah, yes.
Copy of Silent Hill 2 for the PS2. Well, that's the special edition for the PS2. Copy of Silent Hill 3 for the PS2. Also,
nice.
I think it's called Premier Collection Tomb Raider. One second, let me have a look at this. Let me go on my eBay quickly.
With the jewel case that I did ask you, can it be pawned?
I don't think it can.
No, and I couldn't see any jewels on it, so I'm still debating where does the jewel come in. Does it come with a jewel? Is it a special edition? It comes with a jewel that's from the game, like.
Premier Collection Tomb Raider comes with 2 discs, which is really cool. I've already got it on my Steam account, but I just like the box. And it's quite cheap actually. It was like £2, something odd.
Is that the game on 2 discs, or is the second disc like a behind the scenes?
I'd say all of it was on the first disc, but 2
Yeah.
is like some bonus features or something. But
Ah, that's cool.
because on Steam it is only 1 second. Let me have a look at my Steam account.
Yeah, because it can't have been taken over 2 discs, surely.
Just
I mean,
how small the disc was. It was 300 megabytes, so
yeah, it can be 2 discs there for PC. I mean, I know it's compressed for the console, so it would be on 1 disc for them anyway. But surely PC, it'd be a 1 disc. I know Tomb Raider 2 is 1 disc, I think, if I can remember.
yeah. But this is the first Tomb Raider. Very cool stuff. So yes, Tomb Raider Premier Collection, Silent Hill 2 Special Edition, Silent Hill 3. I was trying to get a copy of Silent Hill, the original
4.
Silent Hill.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Well,
4. Yeah, that's in my watch list at the moment. I'm having a look at.
Silent Hill 4. Yeah, that's the other PS2 one. But Silent Hill 1, yeah, that'll be an interesting one to find. I mean, if you can only find the Platinum Edition, then go for the Platinum Edition. It'd be cool if you could find the original, but you're going to be more likely to find the Platinum version. So it's the same game, just different casing, and like, because it's got the Platinum brand all over it. But
so I found a Silent Hill 4 for the PS2.
yeah,
At 99p at the moment. It's got
Oh,
one
right,
bid on
cool.
it, but it's £1 postage. Maybe I'll look into getting that, but at the moment I want to wait for delivery on everything else.
yeah. And Silent Hill 4 is probably the one I've least no, tell a lie. Silent Hill 3 was the one I've least played. They are all good games, but least played Silent Hill 3. My favorite Silent Hill, and I don't think you'll have played this one, but it's Shattered Memories, which was on the Wii and the PSP, and that's a brilliant game. It's like a reboot of Silent Hill 1, but it's absolutely fantastic. Brilliant game. But that was the last good Silent Hill game I really
on
played.
PS2 as well.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was.
I didn't know
PS2,
that.
Wii, and PlayStation Portable.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was on PlayStation 2. That's interesting.
But anyway,
I had it on the Wii.
we've just gone over an hour. 1 hour 5 minutes. Should we wrap up? We've got something else to say.
We can wrap up if there's nothing else. I mean, have we
just
covered
having
any
to think
gaming
now.
news?
Let's give you a little update on the Twitch Plays Dark Souls. They beat the first boss.
Yes.
They beat the first fucking boss. They're just coming up to 8 days.
Wow.
They're just coming up to 8 days.
Crazy.
And everyone's enjoying it.
It's a cool idea, and like you said, it will be interesting to see what other games they can actually implement it to. Maybe not something like the original Super Mario, because we'd be like maybe there all day, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it could work with something like Mario. I don't know how it would work with Mario, because the original Mario's is just run and jump, basically, and shoot fireballs when you get the fire flower. Maybe Super Mario Galaxy, the later ones.
I wouldn't mind seeing GTA 5. Twitch Plays GTA 5.
Now that
That'd be an interesting one.
that would be an interesting one, but maybe it's more suited to games like Dark Souls and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe.
You know, I'd like to see it go in different directions. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. We probably won't be having Tom, just because I think he's probably dead or something. But anyway,
Oh dear, rest his soul.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a good hour with us. I'll hopefully see you next week. From me,
Guys, it's exciting next week. I'll just say this. I mean, I've just remembered next week there's 2 big games out for me anyway. I know I'm getting one of them. One of them's Dishonored Definitive Edition for PS4. Cannot wait. I hope it is still coming out. I think it still is. It's not been delayed. And one that I'm still might get, Until Dawn, is out next Friday.
Is it really?
Yeah, I just
You have to
remembered it
review
is
that
out.
for us.
I just saw a commercial for it on TV, and it's on Friday. Hoping to get it. I'm still a bit. Is it going to be a one-trick pony, or is it going to have that replay value? That's the only debatable thing. Apart from that, it looks awesome. I'm hoping it's going to be very creepy as well. But
Maybe it'll be
so yeah.
Who knows? But anyway,
Well.
ladies and gentlemen, from me and Paul.
Yes.
It's good night.
Good night.